Grab a cup of joe, buckle up, and let's embark on a journey of self-discovery, creativity, and entrepreneurship. Let's get rolling.
No, that wasn't your radio. No, that wasn't your video cutting out or any sort of malfunction. Welcome back to the Rhythm of the Road podcast. Why not? It's Wednesday afternoon, so why not play a little fun and, make some noises here on the podcast. So I hope you're having an amazing day. And if you're not, I thought I would just be here for a moment with you and maybe talk about a few things, how you could improve yourself right now. So often we talk about like all of these big things of grandeur and go do this and attend this thing and go to this retreat and become part of that mastermind. And if you do this thing, or if you do my 12-week course, or join my 12-month coaching program, or in less than 90 days, I'm going to make you, like, there's all of those things. And there's so much noise all over the internet, all over your social media, all over your TV advertising, all over your billboards. Wherever you go, there's noise. And here's the first thing to help you improve yourself. Turn off the noise. Give yourself a moment. Take a moment of silence. Just take a pause. Give yourself that moment. We've talked about silence before on this podcast, and it's so important. And it's so important to just take that break. So that's just one thing that you can do literally right now. Hit the pause button. Welcome back. You just gave yourself a moment. And I'm sure it was uncomfortable. And anytime we're trying to improve ourselves, it's going to be uncomfortable. Even the simple, small things that we can do on a daily basis are going to be a little bit challenging. But if they weren't challenging, how would we improve? How would we get better? So try the simple, small things first, right? So start by just taking a pause, take a moment of silence. Something that I do first thing in the morning when I wake up is I do something for someone else, right? So start your day by serving someone else. Do something. It doesn't have to be large. I make a cup of hot tea for my wife every morning before I even make my cup of coffee, right? So I start my day by serving someone else. And it seems like nothing. And it seems like, well, I guess for me, it never feels like a task in the morning. It just feels like what I'm supposed to do every morning. And so often I'll get a message and it's always random. It's like, thank you so much for just making my tea this morning. That made a really big difference in my day. And I'm just doing it because I want to wake up and serve her or serve someone, right? Why not? What better person to serve than my wife every morning as the first thing that I do? Sounds like a wonderful thing. Pro tip, it really is wonderful for relationships. So there you go. And it just makes a difference. And then I make my coffee, which is definitely serving me, which is also a win, right? So find something for you in the morning that you can do that is for you, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to start by serving someone else, right? So many morning routine pieces talk about waking up and doing something for you right away. Another piece that I do right away is say something I'm grateful for, right? Stop right now, hit the pause button on this episode again. All right, what did you think about? What were you grateful for in just that small little moment, those 2 or 3 seconds, right? If you didn't do it, hit the pause button again. I'm going to keep rambling on, and you come back when you're ready. Take that moment. Just do that randomly throughout your week. Don't have to be so bent on trying to create something, a new system, a new habit, a new anything. Just do something for yourself right in the moment. And that would be the third thing I could tell you that is so helpful for improving yourself right now is do it right now. If your body or your brain or the environment around you is telling you you need to improve something, just do something small for that thing right in the moment. Because trust me, it is going to change the trajectory of your next hour, of the rest of this day, and certainly for the rest of the week. And it is going to do something for you. It's going to give you moments to start listening to your body and your mind and what kind of energy that has going out into the world. and it is going to make you better, and it's going to show you up. It's going to make you better, and it's going to help you show up better for those that are around you, whether they're in your office, whether they're in your home, whether they're the people that are driving around you on the road, whether there's somebody in the mall, wherever you are, it's going to make you and them a little bit better. And it's not about making these momentous, ginormous changes all at once, right? It's the small little pieces time and time and time and time and time and time again that is going to make that big difference. That's going to have that most amount of improvement and consistency. And it's going to let you know that you can do those little things along the way, right? And it doesn't have to be some, like I said, specific system. Unless you decide after a period of time of doing these random in the moment things that, oh, that's a good fit for me, that actually does have an impact, that really does change things for me, I'm going to do that a few more times. But now I'm going to place it in my day where maybe I know that it can be helpful. Because before, you were just trying something new. And anytime you do something new, it's going to feel new. It's going to give you a moment of excitement. It's going to hit that dopamine drop in your brain, and your body is going to feel good for that moment. And then you're going to do it a few more times and realize, yep, that dopamine hit, that still feels good. I still like that. And then you can find places to actually put it into your week. Where can you put silence into your week? Where can you put service into your week, right? Where can you put space into your week? Most of you are saying, Jeremy, I'm so busy. I don't have time for any of that. We always have time. And if we're going to prioritize ourselves, which is essential, if you say you want to improve yourself, especially if you want to improve yourself right now, you're going to have to make space. You're going to take a moment of silence. And at the moment, you're going to serve yourself. And that's not being self-serving. That's serving yourself to make yourself better. So as you're going through your day-to-day, or as you're going through your week, just stop and take a moment. So take a pause. Serve someone else. Here's a really easy one, since we're on the S's apparently, right? Service, silence, space. Just smile. Walk down the road and smile at someone. Walk down your office. Walk down the sidewalk. Like, at least in Minnesota, it seems to make people pretty uncomfortable. And I'm not really sure why, but they always feel better. And I did something to help them improve in the moment. And I improved myself because I stepped out of my comfort zone enough to do that. And growth is going to happen outside of that comfort zone. And remember, it doesn't have to be some huge, momentous thing. It doesn't have to be a life-changing, standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon because you have a fear of heights sort of situation. You can just take a moment of silence. You could just take a moment to serve someone else by listening. Just listening to someone can be of so much service to what they might need in the moment that you are making earth-shattering changes for them. Giving yourself some space in your day, whether it's a minute or 45 seconds or 45 minutes, is going to change in such a big way how you're going to approach the rest of what's coming next. You're not even going to know the person that you were after a few times of doing it. And then honestly, for me, it's become addicting. It's like, oh, what is that next thing that I'm going to need? I know my body's going to tell me, and I'm ready for it because I'm going to listen. I'm going to do what it's telling me I need because it's made me better at what I'm doing. It's made me more efficient. It's made me open to more opportunities and more possibilities, right? We talked a couple weeks ago about not slamming the door on you. Well, this is how I figured out to not slam the door on me, is to do these small little improvement things just in the moment. So don't have to schedule them, right? We all live by our calendars inside of our phones. Some of us have 8 or 9 or 10 calendars flowing into their phones. I know I do, but we can still find moments to pause. We can still find moments to breathe and serve and create space and create silence and send someone a smile. So try those 4 things sometime in the next month and then report back here, right? Maybe you want to grab a brand new Rhythm of the Road podcast hoodie, because if you're listening on audio, you might want to jump on over the show notes and see where you can order one of these bad boys, because I'm telling you, they're pretty darn comfortable. And, who doesn't want a little smile down the road? Have an amazing day. Do something for someone. Do something for yourself. Take some space and have an amazing day. And I'll see you down the road.
Thanks for cruising with me on this episode of Rhythm of the Road. Remember, the journey itself is the destination. Until next time, keep the rhythm flowing, and we'll see you down the road.